color of hunger strikes with the stroke of a brush. Yet only black and white is produced. The brush splatters onto the paper. It appears to become a mere trickle. The color of hunger is war, and we must prepare for the battle. The images of a child scavenging through the garbage, or the voice of one crying mother, have long haunted our nation to this day. Although the United States has been said to be the wealthiest and most agriculturally abundant country in world history, food insecurity now overpowers as many as 48.1 million Americans. In order to achieve other vital national priorities, we are to set an objective to eliminate hunger and the causes resulting in it. Most people often do not encounter the face of hunger. However, according to NoKidHungry.org, nearly 1 in 5 children in the United States live in insecure households that struggle to offer even a loaf of bread onto the table. In the U.S. alone, 40 million tons of food is thrown out each year. Humans take a hungry man's dignity, hope, and life. Yet this man never takes advantage of that small crumb of a cracker lying in his grimy hand. Impoverished people lie in fear, lack of nourishment, and hope. Federal nutrition programs play a critical role in increasing the health of the starving. Hungry children are more likely to experience short and long-term health issues. They tend to have trouble learning and are more prone to behavioral and emotional problems, says the National No Kid Hungry organization. Families dealing with food scarcity suffer as the days go by without a single sign of sympathy, compassion, or even edible meals. Congress has issued bills pursuing poverty and hunger reduction in America. Hunger has not been the problem of food only, but the need to be filled with fruits of prosperity and solicitude. The neglected children think of no reason to live on the earth, which leads them to depression, the greatest amount of starvation. Just imagine that impoverished child suffering in the dirt. He wonders of the reason to deserve this cruel punishment. Does the Bible not teach us to clothe the naked or care for the sick? Opportunity is an anonymous virtue that receives what money cannot buy. A world made more beautiful. Many of those rely on the government to abolish American hunger, while others take action themselves by the simplest words and deeds. Our country can defend the malnourished through volunteering, soup kitchens, or even a little prayer to lift their spirits. Together, we embrace this potential to eliminate malnutrition through the teamwork, credence, and faith that unites us as citizens of the United States. The brush of hunger is to spread throughout humanity, to color and treat those in poverty. Food insecurity now overlaps the hearts of children, as their minds are set on food and not perseverance. Society in America strives to feed the malnourished with treatment and custody. End hunger for justice, because it has no boundaries, for only an impoverished man can explain the pain of it. Just as Mother Teresa exclaimed, being unwanted, unloved, uncared for, forgotten by everybody. That is a much greater hunger, a much greater poverty than the person who has nothing to eat. Homeless, not only for a want of a home or bricks, but homeless because of rejection. Naked, not only for clothing, but naked of human dignity and respect. Hungry, not only for bread, but hungry for love.
Close your eyes and imagine this. You ride a bus back home from school every day. Well, one day your bus forgets to go to your school. Now you have no ride to where you live. So you decide to walk all the way home, which is at least a mile away. Then, when you finally get home, the last thing you want to worry about is what is for dinner. Well, guess what? There is no dinner. The only thing you have to eat is a couple of slices of bread and a glass of water. Seems rough, right? Well, for some people, This situation is reality. Maybe not the bus part, but the hunger part is reality for a lot of people in the world. The last time I checked, 795 million people in the world are hungry. That's 1/9 of the world's population. In our country, there's approximately 325 million people, and around 50 million of those people are hungry. Today, I'll be talking to all of you about hunger in America and what we all can do to turn 50 million to zero. In order to fix American hunger, you must understand, who are the people that are hungry? Think, how many of you seen commercials about hungry people? What is the one thing other than hunger do all these commercials have in common? The answer is children. And some of them are the same age as me. Out of the 50 million people that are hungry in America, around 16 million of those people are children. Almost every commercial I've ever seen about hunger has at least one child in it. Now, why is that? Why do they put kids in most of these commercials? Why not the elderly or just regular adults? Here's why. Kids are the future of America. And if these kids are hungry for food and they cannot focus, then America's future is starting for success. I have a plan to end hunger in America, not just for children, but for adults as well. My plan to end hunger in America requires one major key. That key is my generation. If my generation can contribute in such a big way towards hunger in America, in around 10 to 15 years, this problem will be gone. First, we must address this problem thoroughly to everyone. People in the U.S. must understand the problems in order to fix them. We will tell them what it is and how to solve it. The second part of the plan is to solve the problem. We will do this by influencing kids and adults all around America to go to food drives, donate money to food charities, and etc. Also, we will encourage those adults who own businesses to give those who have no money a little bit of food so they can buy their own food. Yet, overall, it is so important that people find their own ways to help or contribute to end hunger in America. And the third and final part of the plan is after we end hunger in America, we shouldn't stop there. We should try to end hunger in other parts of the world. The next time you eat something, remember all the hungry people in the world and how happy they'd be to have what's on your plate. If we can end hunger in America, we can do anything, even end world hunger. Thank you.